Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my monthly favorites. So I wrote monthly favorites on an old Ulta box because there's no way I'm gonna remember to do favorites if I don't have something to put my favorites in. Okay, so I have kind of a lot of products, but I also have some non-beauty related favorites that I really want to talk to you about. So jumping into this, the first thing on my favorites is this Ulta Beauty Smarts New Hue Shadow Switching Pan, and this I featured in a haul, and honestly it works out better than I thought. Like I know the concept is you rub it on this part and it gets rid of all the shadow, but it works really well. Like it gets rid of all the shadow on the brush. And I guess the only thing that kind of I don't like about it is that it seems a little harsh on your brush, but it's still a very soft, it looks kind of like steel wool, but it is not as harsh as steel wool. Like this is really soft actually. It's more like a coarse sponge kind of thing. I don't know if it's really hard on brushes, but it's one thing I think I would be aware of when you're using this, is that it could potentially wear your brushes down. Anyway, I really do enjoy this. Next thing in here is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and my shade is Fair Beige. I made a look using this foundation, which you can look for it very soon, or if it hasn't gone up already. And in the video, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, and then the more and more I was playing with it, the more and more I really liked it, and I've used it again since, and I still really like it, and it's just a really good foundation, especially if you have oily skin like me. It just kind of absorbs the oil, and I didn't feel like I was getting oily throughout the day, and I felt like when I was rubbing my nose, which is my most oily spot, foundation wasn't coming off on my hand, which is like a miracle. And it still looked good throughout the day, even with oils kind of seeping through. It just did things for my skin that I didn't think a foundation would ever do. So I'm really happy with this. The next thing kind of goes along with it, and that's Shape Tape, and everybody in the world loves Shape Tape, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But Shape Tape is a really good concealer. Everybody in the world is talking about how great it is. It's good. It's my favorite concealer, but I can't say that it's the best concealer ever invented, because I haven't tried a bunch of concealers. But for me, this is a great concealer. The next thing I have been loving is also, no surprise, this Too Faced Love Light Blinded by the Light highlighter. It is fantastic. It's amazing. I've talked about it a lot in my past videos, but I'm just gonna kind of briefly touch on it in case you haven't seen those videos. It's a very kind of soft yet blinding highlight. Like, it's not like Nikki Tutorials, you're gonna blind everybody, but it's a bright enough highlight for those who are still getting used to highlight. It's a nice kind of in-between. It's more than subtle, but it's not intense. So for me, it's a really great kind of in-between highlight for when I do want to have highlight on, but I don't want it to be like crazy obvious, if that makes any sense. I just really like it. It's super soft, it blends really nicely, it applies on the cheeks very nicely, so I have been loving this. My next favorite kind of came as a surprise. I don't really use any other eyeliner except for my Tarte London Fierce Flicks that I got in an Ipsy bag, but this I also got in an Ipsy bag a while back. This is the Scone Cosmetics Insanely Intense Tattoo eyeliner, and it's waterproof, and it's a felt tip. And I used this recently, and it just applied. My eyeliner went on easily, like 3 seconds. I was having a good eyeliner day, obviously, but like also this eyeliner was applying everything perfectly. It was smooth, didn't skip, it was very intense in color. It was great. The next thing I've been loving are these two e.l.f. smudge pots. The lighter, they're both brown slash bronzy colors, but the lighter one is called Crease and Chic and the darker one is called Brownie Points, and just here are the colors. This one is Crease and Chic and this one's Brownie Points. I have been loving them both separately and together, and what I like to do is just use my finger, apply it starting on the outside edge, working my way in so that the more intense color stays on the outer V and just kind of like fade it in, and it's kind of an effortless smoky eye because you can also go back over it with a brush and it'll blend it out very nicely. I used this one from Real Techniques. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush and it blended them amazing. So it's a really effortless smoky eye. It took all of like 2 seconds to apply and then maybe a minute or so to blend out. So if you want some, and these shadows stay all day on me, they don't really crease. These are e.l.f. brand, so they're also like $3. So if you want some really good cream eyeshadows, I highly, highly recommend these. Also e.l.f. is this, which is a lip scrub, and clearly I have used it a lot. This lip scrub is fantastic, especially if you are A, strapped for cash, $3, and B, pots of lip scrub are kind of, well, messy in my opinion. So I love that it's in a little lipstick tube because then you can just wipe it all around and then rub your lips together and you don't have to get your hands dirty. Personally, that is the method I prefer. Next thing in here is this, which is the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes Mascara, and I did not expect to like this thing as much as I did. It is a statement mascara for sure, but it separated and lengthened and curled and did everything that I wanted out of a mascara, and it did it very nicely, and it didn't flake as far as I remember, and I have been reaching for this a lot more this month than I have before I tried it, so love that. The next thing in here is another thing. A lot of these products are things that I featured in my full face using new products, and I genuinely really like them because now they're in my favorites. This is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick, and first of all, it blends out amazingly. Second of all, it is extremely creamy. Third of all, it's a great shade for me, or at least for my skin tone, and it really helps me contour my nose, which I had never tried before. And I just used a little bit of it and it worked out perfectly. I genuinely really like this, and I do recommend this to people because it's great. I have a mini one that I'm putting in a giveaway. Next thing in here is this Japanesque solid brush cleaner in the coconut scent, and this is the one that I got in my Ipsy bag, so it's dirty and almost gone. But I did buy a full-size product, and I just really, really, really like this brush cleaner. Solid brush cleaners are something new to me, and I really like them more than any other brush cleaners. So I highly recommend this if you want a solid brush cleaner. Next two products are bath products, and the first one is this, which is from Soap & Glory, and this is the Flake Away Body Polish. This is my first Soap & Glory product ever, and I wish I could have a perfume of this. I did say in my haul video that I wanted a body wash of this, and guess what? I bought the body wash of this. But it just smells so good. I wish I could smell like this 24/7. It's like almondy and vanilla-y and just so many good things. So many good smells. And as far as the body polish works, it does work very well. My skin feels super soft and exfoliated afterwards, super gentle. So yes, everything about this I loved a lot. And to go with body washes, this I got in an ULTA sample bag, and this is the Vita Bath Spa Day Lavender Chamomile Body Wash. this stuff smells so good. Like, if you are having a stressful day, one whiff of this will just melt that stress away. It is so good. It just makes me feel so calm and relaxed every time I smell it. And I used it actually for the first time last night, and as soon as I started applying it, all of my stress of the day, because I had a really bad day yesterday, just kind of washed away. If you are the type of person who gets stressed a lot and you like the scent of lavender and chamomile, then I highly, highly recommend it, because it just melts away any and all stress. Easy as that. So my next favorites, moving on from beauty, besides my phone case, which I have been loving. So one thing I have been loving this month is Amazon Music, which is kind of a Prime thing. If you have Prime, you have Amazon Music, and I don't know if you can get Amazon Music without Prime, but I have been using Amazon Music almost exclusively now for the past like 2 or 3 months, because I really do like to buy music because I like to support the artists, but I really just don't have the money for it right now. So I have been using Amazon Music because we already have a Prime account, and I can get all of the newest music without having to pay for any of it. It's like a subscription service, kind of like Spotify or Apple Music, where you get the newest releases as long as you're paying towards the subscription. The next thing, I have been obsessed with a video game this month, and this video game has completely eaten up my life. So if none of you are aware, I love fantasy video games. Skyrim is my all-time favorite game, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, but Elder Scrolls has a online like MMO game, and it's called Elder Scrolls Online, and I have been playing that almost non-stop for the past month. I stopped to eat and sleep and go to work, but almost all of my free time is playing this game. Also, I have a video game channel, which is linked down below. It's linked in all of my videos, and you can see me play some Elder Scrolls Online there if you want. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time with a brand new video. Please subscribe so I hit 50 subscribers and unlock that giveaway. I've been saying this in all my videos, but please, I really want to give it away. Maybe I'll film the giveaway video and then maybe somebody will subscribe. I don't know. See you guys next time. Bye!